Hey everyone, this is Julia, the Nomadic Crafter, and I thought I'd just let you in on a little bit of our van life today. There goes Bambi. Hey, leave my bagel alone. Don't eat my bagel. Okay? Just wanted to let you in on a little bit of van life today. Um, just a couple of things. So we parked in an old place that we used to park a lot. I never park anywhere a lot all at once, just over time. This is one of my spots. This is a place called Liberty Station, and you probably can't see it, but it is just a big giant park, and we parked over there last night somewhere. And you can't stay in the lots. They close from 2 a.m. to 4, but the residential streets, there's house vehicles here and there. So I took the risk last night. It was fine. And an update on the parking situation. Man, I'm kind of upset because I went through that whole warning and the new law with jail and everything. And it doesn't seem like a big deal, like they're really enforcing it. Even at the beach, I went over there to dance on Monday and sell hats, which I sold 2 hats and danced a lot, and it was super fun. Sidebar, I took one of my own dresses for myself, which I usually can't afford. This dress would have been like $34. It's a baseball top. It says rock and roll marathon, and on the sleeve 20 years, which I've been going longer than that, honey. And let's see. And it has a floral bottom. I bought some floral fabric for it. It's so adorable. I had to have it. So it's funny. I don't wear a lot of my own clothes. Again, I can't afford them, but also I'm just so excited when I make them. I want to have the pictures and I want to have them in my store and offer them to others. So anyway, went dancing. Yeah, and I saw at the beach that there were tons of vans. Even a van that was parked down from me that same night that I got warned. I didn't dare say anything like, "Are you going to get that one?" But they didn't. And even that one was there. So apparently it's okay to park. Or I heard on NPR, it might be because I heard on NPR a couple of days ago that the Ninth District Court again shot down this idea of criminalizing what they call homelessness, which is all of us van dwellers as well, and that they couldn't give us tickets. So maybe that's why it's not being enforced. Either way, that's the update on the situation. I mean, I'm not really mad, but it's like I got tagged. Thankfully, just a warning. But it is what it is. So I guess I'm not mad because I can still park around, which is great. Now, we weren't able to get out of San Diego because I'm just too busy for Christmas. Mostly a bunch of hat orders came in sort of at the last moment, and you can't, get them out like the 24th. The last day to ship is the 20th, which is tomorrow, Friday. Last night and yesterday I made, I'll have to show you that hat, a dark multicolor hat. And it took a long time. And I have 2 more hats to make today and whatever remains tomorrow before 5 p.m. So I need to get on that, but I really did want to do this video. So yeah. Now, we parked here last night, and then Bambi and I took a long run and walk around. And then the next thing I needed to do in my van life was get water. We were out of water. So I actually got some from this bathroom over here, which I've been spoiled lately buying, fresh water, filtered water, and it's 35 cents a gallon, but I had to get at least 1 gallon over there. So yeah, I got water in the bathroom, what can I say? But we'll go get more filtered water when we leave the park. I wanted to stay here and start working on my hat and get Bambi out, but then I got to go to the post office for the other hat. And this is the hat that I made. Let's see. So they ordered a multicolored staggered hat, and what that means is I just start and stop the lines wherever I want. You can see there on the hat how that gray ends right there in the brown. And they wanted dark colors. So this is the hat that I made yesterday. The reason it takes so long is because it's a smaller stitch than I usually use, and I'm changing colors. So each one of those colors on the inside of the hat needs to be tied in. The loose edges. Once you change a color, of course, you're ending one and beginning another. There's a string left for each of those. I got to weave them in. It takes a little while. But anyway, that's the hat I made yesterday, and I've got my yarns all ready. one of the things I wanted to show you in this video is how quickly, when you live in a van, if you start bringing other things in, how quickly it can get to be so chaotic. Here, I don't know why I'm moving that back. So if you'll look at the back here, there's just a lot of stuff that there usually isn't. For example, I was at the laundromat and I went to throw something away and I noticed at the dumpster there was a bag of clothes. And that may sound gross to you, but I opened the bag and checked it out. Here's half of it, this bag here. And the other half's already in the dirty clothes, the dirtiest things. Actually, these are clean, but they were in a bag at the dumpster. So, but I grabbed that bag of clothes and there were all kinds of Nike items in there and Armor All. But, and there were a bunch of men's jeans that I can make into like punk rock jeans. I'm so excited about it. Jeans are like $7 a piece. So, oh, I was going to show you this amazing jacket. Brand new jacket. They're like pullovers and, I'm not even going to pull it out, but some really nice high-end clothes. So what happens is, whatever laundromats people end up leaving their clothes there, it's usually crappy clothes, but not always. And then the staff end up putting them out by the dumpster. So this was just a nice bag of clothes sitting there and I scooped it up. But earlier that morning, when I was walking my dog in another spot, I looked up in a tree, as I often do, and I found this. This is a head for modeling my hats. Now I have skull caps that I make, and you can tell by my big dread bun that I can't model those, and so they're just sitting flat. I've had someone order one thinking it was a tam because there's no size reference when it's just laying there on the grass, you know. So as much as I despise mannequins really because they freak me out, I found this wonderful thing. It's got a price tag of $59.99 on it. That's probably not the cost of it, but these things are expensive because I've tried to buy them before. So I ended up getting styrofoam heads, which totally suck, even when I painted them. So yeah, I found this awesome giant head. The only thing is it's cracked there, but that doesn't matter because I'm just going to that's where the scarf goes. So this is awesome. This is going to help me in my business, and it was sitting up in a tree, so I had to wash it off and everything. So the morning I got that, and then we went to do the laundry and I got those clothes, double what I just showed you. So yeah, it's getting really, really crowded in here. So that goes there for now. The other thing is, these are all yarns, and I ended up going to buy some colorful yarns for this multicolor hat that I just showed you. But then I looked at the paperwork and realized it was requesting dark colors. So I had to go back to the yarn store and get more yarn. Thankfully, I have some money right now, people. So I have like more of a normal life. Like I can go get what I need when I need it. But here's more yarn that I got. So we have all the new yarn back there. That doesn't even usually go there. It fits over here, but it doesn't now. And we've got this. We've got the head and we've got these clothes. The other thing that happened was I bought my nephews just some candy canes. So now I've got that sitting there. And then last night, don't you know, here's my tablecloth for this table here. Well, I made myself a nice little drink after just pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. Hats for days and making Bambi, wait a little longer than usual. I made myself a nice little drink and promptly spilled it all over everything. Luckily, it didn't get on the yarns I was still working on, but it got all over the table. Back behind there, I had to clean out. I had to move everything and just clean it. It got on the bottom of my books there. So, man, I was pissed off because you'll remember a few days earlier, I spilled all of the coffee and grains on the Afghan rug. So I'm like, van life. Like, if you spill that in the kitchen, it'd be no big deal, Or like you'd pull out your vacuum and your mop or whatever. It was like, oh, such a pain in the butt. Plus, I lost my drink. And that was the last of my cranberry juice. So, anyway. So now I've got these dirty clothes sitting here. So this whole thing is usually empty. When I need to, my clothing and my suitcase and clothing are under there somewhere. And if I need to get clothes now, well, I got to move all that stuff. So yeah, just sort of pointing out how when you live in a small space, you bring in a couple items, and it starts to get cray real fast. Finally today, I made these, like trying to get them ready for Christmas, these hippie patchwork pants. Made them like a week ago, and they've been sitting here, and I finally photographed them just now out on the lawn. So now those are getting measured right here. I'll be doing my measurements, and then I can fold them and put them away. And I still have one hat that's not listed in the store. It's like I just didn't have time and couldn't get it together, especially without the computer, to get this done fast enough. But that's okay. Those will be in my store soon. The computer, the reason I haven't bought the computer yet is because I have spent time researching it. I thought initially to go to Costco and get the $60 membership because they had some great deals, but Costco freaks me out like Walmart freaks me out. It's big and giant. I'm little, my van's little, my life is little. Well, physically little. And so between trying to decide where to get it and then researching details, and then Christmas coming up, and then the hat orders coming in, and all the dresses I made in the photographs, I wasn't able to look for a computer yet, and that's why I don't have one. Consequently, I had to do Christmas without a computer this year, which has been a little bit hard. Anyway, motto of the story, though, back to what I was saying. When you bring something in, take something out. For me, just having those pants hanging there and that hat sitting there undone is needs to be done. So anyway, and this is my crochet basket here, which I'm trying to put back here, and then this goes on there. It's all built up right there. So yeah. Now, another part of van life, and my life in particular, is really how frugal I am and how I sort of get by on almost nothing. A lot of times that's very stressful, but in a lot of ways I really, really love doing that. I like having a small footprint. I like using minimal resources. I like keeping my life simple. The fact that I have one bowl and plate, well, I have an extra bowl because sometimes I need to pour stuff here or there. The fact that it's like that, I really, really like that about my life, and I don't want to give that up, even if I have lots of money or a house or whatever. So, and speaking of, my breakfast this morning is a cranberry cinnamon bagel. I got 4 bagels at the dollar store for $1, and then some peanut butter, and then some dried cranberries. So I added up what this meal cost. The meal cost 65 cents. So it's amazing when you can buy food, not just at the dollar store, but even at the grocery store, and make your simple meal, how much money you can save just making your own meals. You don't even always have to cook, because I can't cook 3 times a day. That's all I'd be doing if I did that. But I really just was appreciating myself and my little meal this morning and how scrumptious it was. And I really wanted to go get a burrito for like $8. Also, I'm not going to say it's not as healthy as this, but it is a lot more meat and oils and salt for the body to digest, and it's $8. So this was originally just going to be a bagel with some peanut butter, but then I remembered I had the cranberries, so I added the cranberries. That's often what will happen. I'll be like, oh, well, I'll just eat this simple thing, and then I realize, oh, I have that special sauce for that. Ooh, I have that extra egg roll. I'll just add that to that. And then the meal just builds from there, just by keeping stocked with miscellaneous foods, which is really nice. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that. Let's see. I've been invited to my brother and sister-in-law's and nephew's house for Christmas dinner, which will be like during the day, and have my candy canes for my nephews, and I might try and get them something else. But the thing about them is they're into video games and technology, and there's nothing I can get them that they don't already have or would like. Like, what am I going to get them? A toy truck? They're too old for that. I can't afford I don't even know what video game to get them if I were to get them a video game. I'd like to get them a big giant basket of fruit because that would be good for them. But anyway, I got them these fun candy canes because they were hot cocoa flavored. There's a blueberry one and a cherry one, and you usually don't see that for candy canes, so that was kind of fun. And I was just going to send it to them. I didn't know I was going over there, so I'll be going over there. And then, so after tomorrow, I'm basically free to go somewhere outside of San Diego if I want. I still have hats to make, but they're not Christmas rush hats. And I've been sewing, and I want to take a break from that. So we might actually go somewhere after Christmas, or even maybe this weekend before Christmas. So, yeah. So this is my van life, and I just wanted to share a little bit about it with you. One of the things I've been really, really thinking a lot about, and for some time now, is not only what is my YouTube channel really about, but what do I really want to do with it, or do I want to start another? And I've talked with you about that before, and I was thinking today, a big part of just this channel is just seeing someone's lifestyle, which is different, which is, I mean, it's minimalist almost by default. It's not like I'm trying to be a minimalist, but the way that I'm frugal, the way that I get by on very little, the way that that allows me to take my dog on 3 walks a day and get outside in the parks a lot, and I keep, somewhat physically fit by being active. All of that, it's sort of just like, almost like I could call the channel How to Get By on Nothing. But I'd be too afraid to do that because that would prevent me from getting something. If I'm in a mode of very little, I don't want that to block my energy of attracting more. So, but I just think it's really cool how simply you can live. It's like checking out a little bit from this mass consumerism that we live in now. And even checked out to the degree that I am. I still have a bunch of stuff. I'm still super busy. I'm still, gluttonous. I still have 3 meals a day and whatever I want for treats. And so it's just a reflection of just how consumeristic our society's become. One of the things I noticed that changed at some point was we used to be called citizens. Citizens this, the citizens that. The public. Now we're called consumers. You'll see in advertising, in communication, you'll see people refer to people as consumers, not as citizens. And that's really what we are. We're like citizens of the companies, in a sense, rather than the country. So it's really, really a big thing. And to really minimize and simplify is really going against the grain. The other thing I've really been working on a lot lately, to close that out. So yeah, having a lot of thoughts about what I really want to do with my channel. And I want to do a video about that specifically because I want to let you know more about my channel, what the demographics are, who's watching it, and just my thoughts about it and where I'm going to go with it from here. But what was the other thing I was going to say? The thing is, I am tired of hiding. I'm tired of feeling anxious and self-conscious about living in a van. And I think over the years, I have done a really good, and it's not 3.5, it's like 4.5 now. Anyway, I have done a really good job of being stealthy and like being really aware of moving around a lot and not sitting in the front too much, being obvious and all of that. And you know what? It's really prevented me from enjoying my van life. Like, I'm fine with my van life. I think this is awesome. It's great. What really bothers me is that I'm doing, as I've said before, the thing that's wrong. Like, and I could get in trouble for it. So, and also what people think. Of course, that's a big, giant thing. There's planes going overhead as usual. What people think. I'm just getting really, 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 really tired of worrying about all that stuff. And I just want to enjoy my van life. I just want to enjoy my life. If I have to go collect water and someone's going to see me with my little bucket thing, my little container of water, and it's obvious I'm going to do that, or brush my teeth in a bathroom, whatever, fine. You know what? I need to step into my own as a van lifer, step into my own as the Julia that I've always been, even before the van. I've always been frugal, minimalist, weird, and I love doing that. I love collecting water. I love living this way. I just don't like being self-conscious about it. So I'm really over that, and I've really been thinking about that a lot, and I'm finding myself getting in the groove more again of van life like it was in the beginning. So that's cool. All right. Hey, I really want to thank you for watching my videos, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I just want to wish you a nice day. Bambi and I are going to go out on a walk now. So we'll be seeing you. Bye. There she goes. I just realized I left her collar where we were parked. I got to go get it. Go, Bambi. Go, Bambi. Ciao.